I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is March 14, Thursday, 2024. Now, wild day, kind of garbage, but we are not getting what we expected. And I'm also going to explain yesterday's trade. And I made a good decision by putting a limit order. So, for example, yesterday, if you watch yesterday's video, so it makes sense, obviously. So this is, I took a screenshot here of me getting in here. Didn't like my entry or my stop loss. Then at night, we wanted to push up, and I thought this was suspect as well when they came down and snapped at this gap. Now, I remembered that I entered this trade on the expiring contract. So I was like, made a decision to say, you know what, let me get out of this, but I know we're coming to here. I know we're going to get into tapping the gap, or really my purpose was to just seal price here, right? Wipe out that liquidity. I changed the game plan, and as you can see here, last night, 1 in the morning, I decided to put to get out of the trade here, because that's where the imbalance starts, from here to here. And I forgot to mention this yesterday, but this is obvious. And then it ended up coming right here. So went to sleep, got filled, closed out, beautiful. 2 reasons. 1, the market is not proper. 2, it looked very manufactured, this push up. Number 3, we might not go above this high. Number 4, I'm sleeping, so I really don't know what's going to happen also. But this was a minimum, and I forgot to mention this yesterday. So right here, you can see there's a gap, and when we came here, we never even sealed it. So this, I talk about this model all the time, right? So sure enough, I get filled, and while I'm sleeping, and I'm very grateful for that. So that being the case, today, what do you call it? Oh, and this is to show you that I'm out of the trade. So 9:10 in the morning now, you can see that I'm out of the trade. But so I wasn't hoping for it, right? But yeah, so that's that. And let's talk about here. So fucking we went up, right? And then we tapped, I don't have it on the chart yet, but we tapped the 9:30 open right there. So then we reacted, and we were coming down here, and we were here. So I was like, okay, this is going to get ugly, because now we have that liquidity there, very easy. We have news, but I was still bullish. I took the profit from yesterday, right? That last night's, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm cool. Let's take a buy here. So took the buy here, shot up, came in here, and I was like, come on, let's go, 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 go. I was at $5,000, went against me. So when it went against me, right? When it went against me, it did, because when it first came down, it sealed the gap, and I was like, all right, great, let's go up now. So sure enough, it stalled here, took out that piece of liquidity, and got into this imbalance, and then kept coming down. So when I got stopped out here, okay, I get stopped out here, and price shoots down. I had an opportunity to get in, but I would have to have just pushed the sell button, and I wasn't interested in doing that. I already know this is a shitty market, and you have to be able to adjust and be able to change with the market. You get married to something too long, you will get hurt, right? So this is to show you that, hey, switch directions or be fluid, right? Gotta keep that in mind. But missed the sell, it's okay. So we came back. Now I'm in the new contract, by the way. So NQM as in Mary. And that was the reason why I got out yesterday, for sure, because I wanted to be on this contract, much cleaner and volume. But okay, so, and they got little different gaps. The gaps are a little bit different when I went on this contract. So what they do, we came down, blew right through that, right? Used it as resistance, came down to this gap, perfect. All right, now I'm in. This is what I want to see. A little oversold, about to be bullish right there. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention in yesterday's video is that this was going to be a problem for us, which is the gap. Well, not so the gap, the wicks from what do you call it? Tuesday's CPI, because the algorithm will look at this as a gap. There's no bodies there. You can see it on a 15-minute, but on a 1 hour, it's a gap. It's just a wick. So that was the other thing I forgot to fucking mention yesterday. So I can't remember everything to mention, but I forgot. So with that being the case, and you're here to learn anyway. So now when we came down to here, this could be a higher low, that could be a higher low, and that could be a higher low still. Like that this still could be bullish, even though I'm starting to lean towards it not pounding out. But the purpose of this trade was for only two reasons. One, that we have a sequence: sell, buy, sell. Okay, that's what I was looking for at this point. I missed the sell. I'm not going to miss the buy, and I'm not going to miss the sell if it keeps flowing. So, what do you call it? To seal this imbalance up here. So when I'm buying here, we have a massive drop. I know you can see it right there. And then the purpose is to buy it back up to seal that imbalance. Okay, so take a look here to the fucking head, baby. Very proud of this, but ended up getting a little swing low, protected itself, and shot all the way up, sealed the imbalance. You could see it clearly on the 15-minute nicely. And then what do we also have right there? That's the opening gap for today. So, and by the way, this is the present week gap right here. So these are old gaps. This is current week gap. This is current day gap, not opening range gap, current day gap. Tag it. I'm good. I need to be fucking taking this out, man, because obviously this thing can sell from here if we're bearish, right? So I wanted to hold it to go up, but I'm glad I didn't. So this is what I did. I took as you know, I'm out of the market now. It's early in making this video, but we pop up, okay? So now sell, buy. So I'm looking for a sell, all right? This thing taps, comes back, raids that, upsets everybody, okay? Drops down, and then while this candle's coming down, I'm in. So where am I taking this? No expectations, no home runs. This is a shitty market. I could have probably held it though, because we might end up sweeping this now. At this fucking point, we might still do it because we never got an expansion. When I meant yesterday, if we don't see an expansion, this is not an expansion. This is it's a start of an expansion, but retracing back, this is not an expansion. We needed to keep going to break this high if you're gonna see a bullish market, obviously. So we didn't get that with this, especially, right? I'm not saying that we can't keep buying from here, but it doesn't seem like it's in the cards. So the point of what I'm saying is this: sell, buy. So I looked for a sell and a little scalp to here. Why here? Because you have this up candle as support. You have a down counter right there for support. You have a little imbalance here, little pool here, and the gap. It's in a gap. Okay, so take a look. Beautiful. Take it right to it. Right now, here's the thing. At this point, I'm like, okay, you can hold this for a little home run, or just take the profit and be out of this shitty market. I said I'm going to take the profit and be out of this shitty market, and made a good decision. So take a look what we ended up doing. Okay, so we got here and then we bounced, right? Which I would have still been in the trade. And now we're down here and we're probably going to keep going lower. So I could have held the trade. Yeah, I could have held it, man. But I don't know if it was going to whip that way. At this point, you don't know. You just don't know, so you want to make a good decision. But I knew I should have held it, but I would have I'd rather have the profit. Fuck trading the chart. Yes, I'm trading my P&L at the point, but at the same time, I want to be content and I want to be profitable and I want to have a nice day. So I don't want to be involved, and I think I made a good decision, because right now this thing could still pop the hell up. I mean, I don't think it is. I think it's going to come down now, and I probably should have held. So, but I don't care. And yesterday's nice contribution late night fucking sleeping trade, that thing went for eight something grand. So I was very very pleased with that, and it's making me more content today, obviously. But yeah, man, I don't, this should blow through. It should, considering the situation. Look at that big rejection. That this does not look good for bulls. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's obvious. But I'm wondering if the next 2 o'clock candle, if they end up pushing back up, because it's not over yet. But you're getting, this is, it's a little, I don't know. It's just it's too much. It's super neutral. But on the weekly chart, we're also having these issues. Let me kind of. Am I making this too long? Oh, 10 minutes. I want to be done. So this down candle right here, you can see we're stabbing in it. So does this hold support? It's still possible. That's why I was like, not, I didn't give up on them, but this is, I don't know. I just don't be in the market. I might not even trade tomorrow. I think I'll just come in next week. There is no sense of keep trading. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know when enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? But let me take a look at the other assets here too, real quick. As you can see, oh, whoops, where is this? So, so when they had that nice reaction, what they do? They did come back up and they did wipe out that high. I mentioned that shit was suspect, but look what they did. Dropped hard down right here. So I don't know, man. This is looking like it's kind of like there's nobody interested here anymore, and they're gonna bring it lower to then maybe wipe liquidity and then get more people to buy. But at the same time, all these new 401kers at 5,000 and not 5,000. I'm looking at I'm talking about Dow at the 18,000 level. When they got here, it's like, yeah, I'm barely making some money and this looks good, but they have a whole new wave of investors here. So I'm thinking they're trying to keep the game going, but oh, and that's a gap right there. So even if we close here, I think we could still pop up here. No, this should be interesting. This might be an indecisive day where we come back up and we have just a little bit of bullishness. So we do come back up here and close bullish so they can be a body here. I don't know. Or if they save that for tomorrow, but that gap is going to be in your way. So I don't know what's going to happen here. But also wanted to mention Dow. So what do you call it? Same story with them. They ended up that was a nice rejection. That was where I bought. And then for NQ, and then they took out their high as well, and then they came down aggressively. So yeah, these are all the new contracts. And I mentioned, oh, dollar. That's what I forgot to mention yesterday about the fucking gap right there. I don't know why I didn't mention it, but I'm pretty sure you saw it. I said it was pretty bearish, and it was. But take a look today. Dollar showed up hard. That was the other reasons why we kind of came down as well. So I forgot to mention that gap right there. But they came for it. So I hope you saw it while I was talking, but I meant to mention it. But we ended up shooting hard right here. So that was the catalyst also for pushing us down. So does now dollar get here and then start retracing hard, and then does that push us up? So watch for that. And there's really nothing else to say. Oh, and Nvidia also coming down pretty good too with a gap. So yeah, man, that again, I wish I would have done things differently today, but every day is like that. You're never going to be perfect, but just trying to recall the mistakes I made, so I'm always constantly getting better, and keep going here. So all right, you guys take care until maybe tomorrow. God bless.